Hey everybody, this video quickly covers our time in Puerto Rico until the time we pulled into the marina in the Bahamas. We ended up being in Puerto Rico for nearly 2 weeks for various reasons. And if you're going to be stuck somewhere, this is the place to do it. This marina is massive, so massive. In fact, they have this intricate cart system that takes you anywhere you want to go on the property. It's a place where you can see $1,000,000 Boston whalers, and where every other fishing boat is a multi-million-dollar Viking. You can even see celebrities' boats like Eric Clapton's Blue Guitar. The facilities are very good here, and they are close to the boat. There's an air-conditioned shower and bathroom area, and a gym, and a workspace if you need to get some business done. Although almost all of our time was spent in the marina, we did rent a car for a few days and went to San Juan, which is very touristy, and then we went to Arecibo, which is not so touristy. We even went to the famous Cannon Club jazz bar. One of the first things you notice when you come to San Juan are their blue cobblestone streets. This is because the Spanish ships used to unload their ballast in San Juan, and it was made of these bricks, which were made from molded slag, which is a byproduct of iron smelting. And over time, it gave this blue patina, so all the streets are blue like this. It's very pretty. From San Juan, we drove to Arecibo and went to one of the local beaches there. And the waves were massive. It was a popular beach. We stayed there a while and watched those waves. And then we went and had a great dinner, stayed at the little local motel, and the next day got up, had a great breakfast, walked their waterfront. We spent the rest of the day really just driving the coast all the way back to Fajardo. And we made a few pit stops along the way, watched some surfers, had some drinks and snacks, and had a delightful day sitting by the beach. As it got closer to our departure day, we went to the grocery, provisioned, got ready for Gunner's arrival. Patrick did his last minute checks on Predict Wind to make sure the weather is what we were expecting. And we just got ready to set off. So we had one last lunch on the dock, said goodbye to our new friends that we had made, and then we were off. We knew it was going to be a 5-day trip, so we had our watch schedule, which was 3 on, 6 off, which proved to be just right because we all felt rested and in good spirits the whole time. We had a bumpy ride the first few days, not gonna lie, it was pretty rough. And then it kind of lightened up. We got to see whales under the boat. We didn't really see any other dolphins or anything like that, but we knew those whales were under us. That was kind of cool. We did get to see some beautiful sunsets and sunrises though, and that never gets old. So on that 5th day, we made it into Georgetown Harbor, and we had reserved a slip at the Exuma Yacht Club. It's a bit tricky around these parts because it's so shallow in some areas, and we tried to time our arrival on a high tide. We did end up bumping our keel a bit, but overall we were able to lift it and get in there pretty good. It's always a bit nerve-wracking coming into somewhere that you don't know exactly where you're supposed to be going. So they did have a guy standing on the dock, and we looked for him and he gave us directions. So Patrick backed us up in here. It's a bit on the rough side as far as marinas go. There was no power. They did have fuel, so we went ahead and got gas and stayed there for quite a few days and enjoyed our time. Once we were settled in, it didn't take Gunner any time to jump in and clean the bottom of the boat. Although I suspect if he'd have seen this guy here, he would have postponed that job. So here's one last look around the docks at the Exuma Yacht Club. And overall, we were happy with our stay there. We're now on a mooring ball, and that'll be in the next video.